You're watching DeerTech TV. Innovation is all about keeping up with the needs of the consumer, and Browning Firearms has made sure that their rifles suit the most meticulous and modern needs of every hunter. Whether you're in the mountains or in the blind, Browning has you covered with their new rifle, the Expo Pro. Here's Brad Rux with more.
Welcome to DeerTech. Today we're going to take a look at the new Browning Expo Pro Hunter. This gun is made for us hunters. What I like about it, it's got the fiberglass stock. I'm hard on my guns, so anything that has that wood, I'm going to either scratch, dent. You know, this takes that all the way out of it. It's got that cool factor. It looks tactical in a way, but the best part of it, it's filled with insulation, which helps eat recoil. It's got a special butt plate that's super, super soft, again, eating recoil. It's got a muzzle brake on the end, eating more recoil. This one's only in a 6.5 Creedmoor, which is now my new favorite whitetail caliber. It doesn't kick awful bad anyway as a regular caliber, but with all these added features, this one kicks even less. It's got a fluted barrel, so if you're going a long ways in your stand or if you're looking for a mountain gun, that fluted barrel reduces a lot of the barrel weight, so it's a very, very light gun. Light guns normally are known to kick a lot because they don't have that weight behind them. Well, with all the added features that the Browning has, totally eliminates it. The problem that I really have with Browning is every time they send us a new gun, I like this one better than the last. Last year we're shooting at Hell's Canyon. Again, it's 6.5, it's a Pro, it's an X-Bolt. You would think, oh, how big a difference is there? There is a difference, and I like that gun. I loved it a lot. In fact, I purchased it, and I think I like this one even more. We're gonna dial it in here at the range, get it set for this fall, because it's right around the corner. Okay, it looks like it's got to go up a couple clicks. At 100 yards, if you guys haven't dialed in your own rifles, you know, one click is basically a 1/4 inch or so. You just got to dial it in and you chase your bullet. So what I like about the lead sled is you can keep your gun if you actually put your crosshairs on the target where the bullet hole is. All you have to do is dial your dials until the crosshair comes back into the center, and it'll give you should give you at least a pretty darn close, perfect. Should be a lot closer this time. All right, looks good. The beauty of the lead sled is it totally eliminates recoil, but honestly, with everything this says, I could dial it in without the lead sled and be fine. It has probably the least amount of kick out of any rifle that I have, including we shoot a 243, other than my coyote gun, which is a 223, but this is gonna be a beast this fall. You know, there's always controversy in the deer world, baiting. You know, there's either pros or they're against it. The baiters say food plots are like bait, and I disagree with that theory basically overall, because a food plot is, you know, normally you're going to have a larger area. Mine, I like to try to have an acre. That deer can come out anywhere and start eating. You know, it's not like they're concentrated in one small spot, but they're coming to that food source. But it's no different than an egg field. Now, baiting, I could care less if a guy baits or not. I mean, I really don't care. But there are people that are totally against it because they think it's an unfair advantage. I've hunted in states you can bait. Yeah, Kentucky's one of them. Kansas is another one. I've actually hunted over feeders in Texas. And you know what? I didn't feel bad about it because it's legal. And if it's legal, I say go ahead and do it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Now, I know, you know, the states that don't allow baiting, what the theory is, you know, the baiting is going to hold, concentrate those animals in a very, very small area. So if one of them does have a disease, they're going to transmit that disease very easily. It makes sense to me. The one thing that the food plots, because you can say that kind of does too, because you're pulling in, you know, 15, 20 deer into an acre, but what you don't realize is that ultraviolet light from the sun literally kills most of those germs. So even if you're bringing in those whitetails into that acre food plot, most of those germs are going to be killed, where if you're baiting in a very small spot, you know, the sun has to get to it, and it's so concentrated that it's not necessarily going to kill all the bacteria and all the infections. So therefore, that's another big difference in the two. But today, I'm going to talk about Record Rack's Deer Block. This thing is berry flavored, so in a state, if you're legally can bait, it is compressed grains, so it's good for the whitetails and other plant matter in there, but it's got 14% protein, it's got 3% crude fat, and fat is huge when you're trying to talk about the health of a whitetail. And then they're throwing in all the important minerals. It's got vitamins, got basically everything. So a lot of people are always dumping salt out or some other type of product at this time of year, or even other things that the deer like, but it necessarily doesn't do a good job giving them the minerals, everything else that they want to grow big antlers. It's attracting to them, you're getting great pictures. This does it all. The other thing that I really like about it, where it's a compressed block, it's gonna last a lot longer. So it weighs 30 pounds. I could dump 30 pounds of corn out or protein feed and put this block out, and this block is probably gonna last a month, where that food's gonna be gone within 4 days. Because the whitetail can come, or other animals can come, they can eat as much as they want. Here they're going to come to the block, and yes, they can eat as much as they want, but it's hard enough that after a while they just get sick of working on it and they wander back off. They liked what they got, so the next day they're going to continue to come back. For you guys that can bait, again, this is one of those products that I can dump off if I'm hunting in Kansas. I can put that block out and come back a month later, or have a friend down there throw another block out in a month, and I'm baiting that area over a long period of time, where if I'm dumping out corn or any other type of product, it's probably going to be gone within 2 or 3 days, so I have to continually dump out that product. So if you're looking for a chance to bait, you know, this is a great product. The other thing I really like about it is, in states where, you know, you can bait and feed animals, like if I could feed these in the winter, I would absolutely love it, because I love watching whitetails come up to the house in the winter. It's, you know, would be a great opportunity to view them, see what kind of bucks you have out there. And that's the other thing, is why does a person want to put this out? You know, I would love to do it to run my trail cameras, because I want to do my inventory. I want to find out how many fawn survival. I want to do all that information, and doing blocks or any kind of bait, corn, whatever, you know, if you put a camera on it, it's going to give you a telling tale of what whitetails are on your property, and therefore you can plan your fall accordingly. If you're looking for a great product, check out Record Rack. This deer block is fruit flavored, or, you know, it's got a smell to it, so it's going to draw in whitetails from a long way. You won't be disappointed.
This segment of DeerTech TV is brought to you by Onyx Hunt. Know where you stand.
Welcome to today's DeerTech segment, which is on the new Pavant clothing by Browning. If you guys are familiar with Browning, you can bet one thing, it's going to be quality. If it has that buck mark on, the clothing, the firearm, whatever it is, cameras, It's quality product. They just got the new Pavant clothing in, and it comes with the Ovix pattern. What I like about the pattern is, up close, it looks good, but far away, it's got enough light and dark spot that it's really going to break up your outline. And it doesn't matter what the hunter thinks of it, it's what the animal thinks of it. So when you look at camouflage, make sure you look at it at a distance, extreme distance, because that's when the camouflages that look good up close just seem to blend together and then it blobs. This is not going to blob. So here it is, the new coat. What I really like about the coat, it's stretchy. It's got what they call the DWR fabric inside or a coating on it. What that does is it makes it windproof and waterproof. So it's lightweight. This is going to be a great product for early in the season, mid-season. That wind, when it starts getting cold, it's not going to cut through. It's loaded with pockets. The coat comes with 6 different pockets. Inside is super soft. And in there they have what they call Silvador, which is a silver lining. So if you guys are not familiar with silver, it's known to kill bacteria, which is going to eliminate scent. It doesn't wash out easily, so it's going to last a long, long time. So it's another little feature, so now you don't have to worry about the wind. This coat comes with a whole back for your safety harness. For us whitetail guys, we always hunt on tree stands or normally do. Now you have a spot to put that harness. You don't have to worry about your coat getting bound up or it coming out of the top of your coat. It's a must for any whitetail. I'm out in the field with the new Pavant clothing from Browning. I wanted to give it a field workout because you can never tell when you're in an office setting, what it really does. And when I get it outside, I like it even more. That DWR, it's got that rainproof, windproof coating that they put on it, super quiet, so you can move around, you don't have to worry about making a ton of noise. It's built for the whitetail hunter. The Pavant coat here has 6 pockets. 2 of them are up high, which I like to keep my cell phone, sometimes any of that personal stuff that you want. I always love hand pockets because if I don't have my hands in my pockets when I'm sitting in a tree stand, I'm moving too much. So I like that. And then it has inside pockets. But one of the coolest functions, it also allows you airflow into your armpits. All you have to do is unzip it. And you can see right here, it's unzipped. It's gonna let your body heat escape. Therefore, if you're walking to your tree stand in the morning and your coat is on, you can cool down a little bit, or when you get into your tree stand, you can cool down. If you're using it for crawling up the mountains, anytime you can get more air closer to your body, it's a good thing. When I'm in a tree stand and I'm trying to be still and quiet, when it is windy, if your clothing allows that wind to go through it, it's gonna chill you to the bone. No matter if it's early season, late season, whatever it is, that wind is gonna be what makes you cold. With this DWR layer on there, it's gonna cut that wind out. Now it's holding all my body heat next to my core. It's gonna allow me to stay on my tree stand longer. Check it out, the Pavant clothing from Browning.
At the Lazy CK Ranch in the hill country of Central Texas, ranch manager Alan Robinson is pursuing a new challenge, a complete start-to-finish outdoor school experience that he calls Future Hunters Summit.
My name is Alan Robinson. I'm the general manager of the Lazy CK Ranch here, and we're holding the first annual Future Hunters Camp. When you load a semi-automatic shotgun, which we're probably going to have you do, the future of hunting is, we're in trouble. There's no doubt about it. By any statistical measure, the hunting industry in itself, our clients are getting older. The hunters are getting older. And we're in trouble, there's no doubt. But I think that more people now want to know where their food comes from. I think that could save us, I think that could help us. The technology's getting better. The barriers to entry in this industry are big. When you think about all of the equipment that you need, the knowledge that you need, the skills that you need, it hurts us. It's not picking up a set of golf clubs and hiring a golf pro. We thought that we could hold a camp where we could teach people and give them the confidence to be hunters, to be conservationists, really, because that's what hunters are. And we thought we were the perfect place to do it. Or, you know, there's a lot of good places to do it for sure, but we thought with our skill set and knowledge and what we do every day, we thought we could take people and we could teach them. And certainly anybody that comes are people that want to learn. So we're going to teach them hunter safety first and foremost. It's about being safe. And then we're going to teach them how to shoot a rifle or a bow. We've taught them both. We're going to teach them animal husbandry, meat care, and then we're going to take them on a hunt. And we're going to let them hunt their first animal, and then we're going to teach them how to cook it.
The Lazy CK Future Hunter Summit starts its 5-day adventure off with teaching new hunters the importance of hunter safety, shot placement, and how to prepare and pack for their hunts. At the end of the course, each hunter will take their hunter's safety test to become certified hunters.
Most archery hunters, they're like, okay, I'm gonna find the crease and I'm gonna shoot right for that crease. Okay, not gonna hit shoulder blade, but what's that leg covering up right now?
Future hunters start off day 3 with learning how to properly skin, gut, and process a deer.
Now we're making our incisions in the skin to take the hide off. It's not willy-nilly kind of cut where you want. Let's make precise cuts and it's gonna come off a whole lot easier.
After the butcher lesson, it's time for each hunter to channel their inner marksman at the ranch's state-of-the-art shooting ranges.
When you find your target, just push that safety forward and then take a deep breath, squeeze the trigger just like you've been doing, okay? The only part that matters on that pin is that little green spot, okay? And that's what matters on centering in your feed side.
Like Alan originally said, this camp is a start to finish course on becoming a hunter, which means after cleaning up, it's time to get cooking. Each future hunter will learn how to properly cook and care for the wild game they just harvested.